Hello, wow, I've just added another drive. So I'm going to be going in a minute into my Cachy OS, and of course I'm probably have to update it, although I did go in there yesterday. But the great thing about this very security thingy is that it doesn't recognize any other partitions that I've got on here. Even Linux Mint cannot pick up the fact that there is another Arch system on in there. Even if I use OS Prober, it does not. No, it doesn't recognize it at all. So it's absolutely brilliant, and I have to go on into the actual boot drive itself, which is all UEFI, if you like, or EFI, MFI. MFI used to be a furniture shop here in Britain. I don't know if they were in anywhere else around the world. I think they were just a British-made company anyway, but they've now gone. They've gone for God knows how many years now. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is to bring up GParted, and we'll just part this because this would be good now, because this has saved me having to go on over to my actual gaming computer, because now I'm kind of like dual booting. And then I'm thinking, do I want to go with GOG games on here because I've got extra room and there isn't enough? I haven't got another SSD. I haven't got room for another SSD on my gaming rig, you see, and I would like to play some GOG games, but then I'm thinking, well, no, why not just have Steam games on here for the moment? But I've got yet another 2 terabyte. Yes, I have SSD. And this is the one we've got a format. This is SDB. Okay, so we go on in there. Look, it hasn't been thingied or anything. No, it hasn't. So we go to device, we create partition table, MS-DOS or GPT. Which one do I go for? Does it matter? Not really. Here we go with GPT and see what happens. We'll go with that. And then we're going to go new, and then we're going to go with that. And then we're going to label it, and we're going to call it Steam. Yeah, we're going to call it Steam. Steam. Yes, we'll call it that. Steam. And we'll add it. Yes, we will. We go like that, and we just go like that, and we go like that. Now, obviously, I've got to wait until I'm in Cachy OS, and then I can get it up and running, and then we can download some games, and big games too, because it's 2 terabytes. See, these drives are really, really good, by the way. This drive is really, really fast. It's up there with an M.2. Well, might be just a little bit slower, but it's speedy as anything. In fact, I use I've used some of these in my other computers, and I tell you, Linux Mint and that just like whip. Oh yeah, very fast indeed. Very fast reading speeds. People poo-poo a normal SSD. They do. They say, no, you should be on M.2s. I am on M.2s. But I have them for, got the other one for storage, and backup stuff and that sort of thing, you know, and Linux notes and all that sort of stuff. But having this on one rig, you see, especially like this, and I've got all these drives now. So we've got Steam. There's Cachy OS. Cachy OS is on there. This is where we're recording this video at the moment. This is my Linux storage. This is where I hold everything. This is my Go XLR settings that I've just copied on over. So all I've got to do whenever I have to reinstall, I don't have to install it onto anything else. Because the beauty about this is that I can just reboot my computer, go into Cachy OS, open up OBS Studio, and whoosh, we are in there. We are in there with the voice. Oh yes. straight away with all the settings still loaded on up into my Go XLR. Now this is the original Go XLR. This isn't the Go XLR Mini or anything. Alright, but even that is really good as well, because this utility caters for that too. Oh yes it does. Oh yes it does. Amazing. So yeah, absolutely brilliant. No longer do I have to rely on Windows, because it used to be, before the Go XLR got as big, this utility got as big as what it is, because it also supports Mac as well. Oh yes it does, and Windows. Oh yes it does. Yes. So it's absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I like it a lot. So yeah, I'm over the moon at the moment. Over like the cow with everything at the moment. So what's the point of you having a separate gaming one? It's so that I can play other games on that other one. It's got Cachy OS on it, same as the 2 terabyte drive that you see here, right? But I'm thinking, yeah, why not keep it all in one? Let's give it a try. So that's what I'm gonna do. So everything is tickety-boo now. It'll be great. I can come off of there. And what I can do, you see, is go into Cachy OS over onto my other computer, and I can buy games on there. And when I come back to this one, I can install them in here. And then maybe, instead of me having to get my other Go XLR out, because I bought 2 by mistake, and rigging it up to that one, even though I bought a brand new SM7B, which I might get set up onto this mic stand, actually. And I bought a new mic stand as well, one that goes underneath your monitor. A low profile, I think that's what they call them. So yeah, I'm like, well, yeah. Yes, as you can see, I haven't connected my camera on up, but don't worry about that for the moment. I've got a Sony, it's an old Sony anyway. It's an old Sony ZV, whatever it's called. ZV1 or something like that. Anyway, but yeah, good enough for a webcam. Can get some good quality stuff out of it. I've got another Sony ZV100 or something, and that's the one that come out before the ZV1, of course. Or was it the Z100 or something like that? Got another camera as well. Got another tripod as well. See, I got all this stuff, but I ain't got enough room to set it all up in. Now, that's the problem. I ain't got enough room. I need a bigger room. I need to extend my flat, I think, out onto the balcony. Let's go outside and game. Oh, yeah. Sat there eating sandwiches. Yes. Anyway, I shall be back in a minute. We'll go on over to Cachy OS. I shall see you in a little while. Okay, Finoki. We are back. And yeah, there's thingy, and here's the other thingy. Here we are. We're in Vids. This is the video I'm recording at the moment on the same drive as what I did the last video, and that was the last video that we recorded earlier on in Linux Mint. Oh yes, it was. Was it? Yes. Right, so we're going to go in here now, and we're going to go open as root, because you can. This is our Steam drive now. I've taken out the other one, the 1 terabyte one. This is 2 terabyte. Yes. So we go properties. Now these drives came today actually. I only sent off for them yesterday. And next day delivery. Is like, wow, okay, yeah, I'll have some of that. Thank you very much, E. I'll have some of that very muchly. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes. And so we just do the same as what we did the other day. We just done that, didn't we? I'm pretty sure we did. Read them right, and it should be fine. We go close, and it's all done with me. Absolutely fantastic, mate. Really, really good, mate. Now, of course, you can, of course, if you wanted to, is install GNOME disks, and it'll stop you from having to keep on putting in your password all the time. But the problem is it renames your disk with a massive code, a code of numbers and letters. So if you already got your Steam drive up and running, you will then have to go back on into Steam and do what I'd done on my other computer, was to actually tell it that it's now that one. Even though it's got all the games on that you were using before, it's called something else. And Steam will say, well, I don't recognise this, but it has got the games on. Are you sure you want to use it? And you say, yes. And basically, they're already mounted as soon as you come on into your computer. As soon as you log on into Cachy OS or whatever Arch system you are in. Yeah, so go GNOME disks, and you just tell it to always mount, basically. Keep your internal ones mounted at boot, basically. That's what you do. It saves having to keep on putting your bloody password in all the time, you know? It's just absolute pain having to do that. Anyway, we're going to get Steam going now. What I will do first, though, now the one and only time in Cachy OS that you should have to come on into your terminal is to load up your Nvidia settings. That's the one and only time here in Arch. Okay, so I'm just going to set thermal settings at the moment, because we're up at 47C. So I'm going to bring this up a little bit. I'll bring them up to around 50. Just get the fans going a bit, just cool it down a bit. Alright, then I should bring it down a bit, hopefully. I've brought it up to 50. Well, 50 is actually there, because you would think that that would be halfway. I don't know what it is about this on here, yet the drivers on Linux Mint 50 would be up around here, which is about halfway along that line, isn't it? About there, isn't it? Yeah, it's 50 on there. It's strange. Still, they're very slowly just cooling on down a bit, so that's fine. Right, let's get Steam open, shall we? And then I'll have to go on in and tell it, hello Steam, are you going to work? Oh yes, there we go. We're going to go there, we're going to go to settings, we're going to go down to storage. We're going to add a drive. Boo, 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 boo. And we'll add that. And we'll hit that. And then we go like that. And then we go make default like so. There we are. Brilliant. Really good. Right. So there's that. We go to library now, and I can get some bigger games coming on down. So, what do you want to play? Well, with GOG games, I'm thinking about getting all those Resident Evils going. There's Resident Evil 2, there's Resident Evil 4, which I haven't even played yet. That's a pretty big game as well. It's a pretty big download. This is a pretty big download as well. 49.4 gig. Resident Evil 3 is 23.78 gig. Resident Evil 4 is 57.72 gig. Yes. They've really compressed them down now, games, haven't they? I haven't even played this yet. I did install it, actually. I did install it on my other one, but I never got around to playing it. Just did not get around to doing it. And then got Resident Evil 7, Resident Evil Village, and of course we're waiting on Resident Evil 9 because that'll be released somewhere this year. I think it's getting released. And of course I've got Spider-Man 2, which is 108.17 gig. These games are getting so massive now. I'm thinking about Life is Strange, especially the second one, because I can turn the music off. I've got music already lined up for the Life is Strange. Life is Strange 1 and 2 are brilliant, and Before the Storm. True Colours I didn't think much of, and I certainly didn't think much of Double Exposure. Very strange game indeed. Life is Strange, the first one though, is absolutely brilliant, so I'm going to bring that down. Because the great thing now is that I've got 2 gaming computers, right? So I can carry on with Alone in the Dark. So I've still got that to finish. I'm nearly there. I think I'm on the last stretch now. It shouldn't take that long to do. But what do? You know, you either get stuff on out. You either get stuff on out Linuxy, or you get stuff on out that's gamey, and a lot of people ain't interested in gaming. It isn't just the gaming part of Linux. There's all sorts of other stuff that you can do in Linux as well. Mainly getting away from proprietary systems. Yeah, so we're going to install this. Yep, I want it on that one, so we'll install. I accept the EULA. Yes, I'll accept that as well. We'll start the download. It's going to take a while, going to take a little while to do. Oh, we should be up and running, and this actually came out on Linux anyway. But it'll probably run better in Proton. And now that Proton is out by default now, it should be good. There's one of 2. We'll see what happens. 9.5 gig, really? So it shouldn't take that long at all to bring on down. Meanwhile, I shall see you in a bit once this is downloaded and got itself installed, and then you'll see me on the actual gaming screen itself, because what I'll do, I will have to capture this, the actual game itself. That's the only problem with playing in XFCE. We still rely a hell of a lot on X11. Alright, so with X11 you have to capture your gameplay, as in capture it in a separate window. So OBS says, yeah, okay, I can capture that, I'll have that then, and you'll be able to record it from that window, even though it's at the same resolution as what you want to play the game in. And it looks full screen, but in actual fact it's just capturing the window of that game instead of the whole of your PC. Now, capturing the whole of your PC like I'm doing now, of course, there isn't a lot going on the screen, so we're not getting any screen tearing, or we shouldn't be anyway. But if I was to record the whole of the game or whatever, we'll end up with screen tearing. Now, we were quite lucky the other day in that last video that I done when I was recording Turbo Challenge or whatever it was called, that car racing game. Because it was an old game, there was no screen tearing, or as far as I know there wasn't. So yeah, it's good. It's good for that. Now, later on down the line, of course, I'm going to have to go through, if you've got an Nvidia card, all right, on how to set it up so you don't get screen tearing, even though you've got G-Sync and goodness knows what else on your monitor, or FreeSync, which caters for both. FreeSync caters for Nvidia and AMD cards as well. I think that's what that means. Oh, excuse me. You still have to activate a lot of stuff, and a lot of people get confused with the drivers here in Linux. So I'm going to do a separate video on that. I'll do a separate video altogether on how to get your drivers on up and running for Nvidia. Nvidia drivers can be a pain, and for two different aspects of Linux, you've got your Ubuntu, which saves your settings as a xorg.conf file, whereas here in Arch we have to call it something completely different, like 20-nvidia.conf. It's bloody strange. And also, not only have you got to save in there, but you've also got to save in your home folder as well on .nvidia.rc file. So in order for when you reboot and come back in, and when you're on your login screen, so that your login screen is at the same size as the resolution that you're running in. Do you get what I mean? I hope you do. It's crazy, I tell you. Yeah. So yeah, I will be doing a video on that very soon. In fact, I'll probably use that other 2 terabyte drive to get an other Linuxy stuff on in, because I can still use. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll mark this drive up with Cachy OS on, and I'll keep others on the other 2 terabyte drive. I think that's what I'll do. I'll probably send off for some more 2 terabyte drives as well along the line, because you can never have enough. Oh no. So I shall see you in a bit anyway, once we get this game on downloaded, and you'll see me on the gaming screen. Okay? Well, you won't see me, of course, because I ain't got my camera on, but you get what I mean. We'll be in on this game. There won't be any sound from the game, but we'll see it up and running. All right, because this is the next game I would like to do. Life is Strange. Really good game, really good series of games, apart from the later 2, the Colours and that other one where they reintroduce the main character in whatever that's called. I said it earlier. Whatever. Anyway. So, see you in a bit. Alrighty then. It's all downloaded. Now then, what I've got to do is set up OBS. So this would be a bit of a weirdy type thing that you're going to see, because I've only got the one monitor. I haven't got another monitor set up. I don't bother with all that rubbish, because I don't live stream, so, and I never will either. I don't see the point in it. For myself, anyway, I don't see the point in it. I'd rather do videos. I'd rather express myself that way. That way you get to see it properly in real time, me on video. And if I do make any mistakes, I can easily over-edit them. If there are any mistakes, which there shouldn't be. So we just clear that a minute. We go boink. We'll come on into OBS. Now, what I'm going to have to do is get the game up and running first. So let's get the game up and running. It will say open Steam, but don't worry about that. It'll do that automatically. Oh, look at this. It's just straight on in. No problems whatsoever. We shall go to display a minute. We'll go to display. I don't want it at that. I want it 2560 by thingy. Run in a window. No, I don't want to run it in a window. Advanced. We need enable force feedback for Xbox compatible gamepads and whatever. Talking about that, I've got to put that in. Which is just here. 65,000 miles of lead later. Just pop my controller in there. To the USB 3 slot that's on the front of my computer. Oh, you meant to keep them at the back. Well, what's it matter? Hey, what's it matter? It doesn't. So we can have enable force feedback. Xbox compatible gamepads. Yes, pause game on suspend. And there's advanced options as well. We're just going to play. This will be in theory. And I'm recording the whole of the screen at the moment, so there's probably going to be some tearing. Hopefully not, though. Hopefully everything will be okay. I have got a game controller in, so I'm hoping that it'll be fine. Carol, make your play. So this is actually... Wow. I literally forgot how good this game is. Really, I did. So, what we're going to do, we're just going to come down to there. Go on over to OBS. There we are. What I'm going to do is get to capture this screen instead of my screen being on here, and I'll also have to bring over my microphone as well, so you're going to hear me be blanked on off for a little while. In a minute, what I need to do is add, I call this games. Sorry, I've gone for now, haven't I? Yes, I have. Open that up like that, and you should be hearing me now, I hope. I hope you're hearing me now. I know it went blank for a while, and I do apologize about that. I do indeed. So I can now switch off my dead top for the moment. I can now, there we go, switch you back onto there. But I can now switch you to there, which is the actual game itself. So, there you go. Now what you can do, of course, is set up. In fact, I'm going to do that. I'm going to go into settings a moment. Hang on. Just going to go into settings and we'll go to hotkeys and we'll switch between those. Whoop-a-doop-a-doo-ba-day. Switch to scene. Show Cachy. Hide Cachy. We just need to switch to scene so we could have Control C for that. Oh, Control D. Control D. Switch to scene. And games, we can have Control G. And we can apply that. Excellent. And what we can do, of course, is have different move thingies. Yes. We can have a swipe, a slide, a stinger, a fade to color, a luma wipe. Yeah, we can have a luma wipe. Why don't we? A luma wipe. Let's just have a look at it. Preview. Yeah, something like that. Softness. What if I was to go right on up with that? So the higher you have it, yeah, I see. Yeah, we'll have that then. Lovely. So when I push Control D, of course we're on my desktop and you can see that. And if I come back into the game and then we go Control G, it should go over again, but this time give you this picture instead. Now I could go for that. Episode 2, we can either delete it. I will be starting again anyway, out of time. This was 2020 the last time that I played this game. Oh my God. Really? Yes, it was. Obviously, I'm going to have to bring in game sounds once I do get around to recording this game for real. But I actually did forget that it was actually released fully out for Linux anyway. We'll just come off of there. Oh, so it does. Yeah, we'll go with that one then. We can go to help and options. Settings. Video settings. Gamma, screen size, advanced. Detail low? Why is everything low? Wow. That was 2020, then yeah, I can imagine that I didn't have a very good... I don't know what that does. I really don't. What is that about? Anti-aliasing. I really don't get that. Is there any need for it? Vertical sync, yes, we will have that on. Yeah, it's alright. Deploy. Confirm. Oh, I see. Adjust the gamma cursor without until the first logo is barely visible. I like that then. We'll have that then. Okay. Audio settings, of course. Music volume I will not have up. I won't have that at all in the game. Voices are up, sound effects are just up there, and master volumes up onto there. Excellent. Language and subtitles. Subtitles, yes. Normal size. We'll have them large. Hella large. That's too large. Just have them large. Subtitles semi-opaque overlay. What's that then? Don't know, but hey ho. And we can continue like that in the previous. Yes. Oh dear. But yeah, one hell of a game. Really is. One hell of a game. The first one, absolutely brilliant. But yeah, there you go. So, got that on there. I'll be able to do commentary while I'm playing now as well, which would be good. And the great thing about it is that I'll be able to separately have audio on different tracks. So I'll be able to do a version with commentary and without. Oh yeah. But do I want to be talking for ages over a game instead of concentrating into actually playing it? This is the thing, isn't it? But yeah. Really good. $2020 though when I last played this. Did I record it? Did I actually put it up on my channel? Or what? I don't think I did, you know. But yeah, I think this is one game that I would like to get onto YouTube. And like I say, I've got my own music which I can add to this. I actually had to really look on Epidemic Sounds to see if there was music that was kind of like the music that they use here in Life is Strange. Maybe I should have anti-aliasing on so that it gets rid of those lines. Oh yeah, we have got vibration as well. Yeah, bit of a... Let's go to settings, video settings, advanced. I will put a bit of that on actually, because you seem to get these weird lines going on. I'll apply that. Okay. They're still kind of there, aren't they? You get these weird lines around the background. They're still there, but they're not as noticeable. I don't know, certain things, certain colours and what have you. You get this weird lineage going around. Floor, so guitar, bed. Hopefully you're not getting any screen tearing. Hopefully we're not. Once I start a new game, it should blend on in pretty well and there won't be any of this jittery line thing. Anyway, it's working. Everything's brilliant. I've got this set up now to how I like it. Like I say, with the other drive, what I will do is do some more Linux stuff on different... I'll do Ubuntu. I won't just rely on Arch to do gaming on. I will go on over to like something like Linux Mint or something. But you can see those line things. Look, you get this aliasing going on over the door there. There's like these lines going up. I don't know what that is. Could that be vertical sync or something? I don't know. I don't know what it's going to come out like in the recording, but it is a bit naff, isn't it? Hopefully it'll sort itself out. Anyway, that is it from me. Thank you very much for watching. Like I say, there will be other videos coming on out soon. But yeah, I just wanted to see if I can get this up and running. And obviously, yeah, pretty easy to do. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Bye for now.